Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we went through Lordlake and discovered just what was going on with the place. The fact that the Sun Rune essentially had rid it of all its water, and destroyed forests and had unleashed monsters on the town. We ended up rescuing Toma from the monsters, then we flashed back here because it was a flashback, and now we're here in the Sun Palace in Solfalena. We're treated with going to see our little sister Limslia, but first let's run around a little bit and explore, because why not? Alright, so if we go upstairs here and we head off to the right side, we're going to go to the Prince's Hall, which is pretty much our residence, I guess. And really what we're interested in here, the Prince's room's right there, you can save there if you want. But what we're more interested in is going into this room right here where we have treasure, including refined clothes and a dress. Yeah, I don't think we're equipping the prince with a dress. Although, I could, I suppose. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got... Okay, yeah, we could both wear it, but we don't need to. So, we'll just keep that in inventory, probably sell it a little bit later. Alright, if we go over, just kind of head out the doors here, and we go over, let's see, sort of to the middle of all this. There we go. You can see the spirals there. And this will take us up to the Rune Room, where the Sun Rune generally is. Talk to him. We needn't worry about the sealed room. That's good. Because, well, it's empty. But we can still go in here anyway. Get some interesting music. Aha, Prince Freador. What an unusual pleasure to see you here. Well, you've come all this way. The least I can do is share a bit of knowledge about runes. Sure. So what is it that you want to know? Well, you can learn about any variety of things. If you're a Suikoden fan, you know what runes are already. But let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit, just in case folks aren't familiar. Well, in a nutshell, you probably know all about how the world is made up of forces, right? Water, wind, earth, competing and combining with each other. These forces together shape everything. Now each rune symbolizes one of those forces, so they say. Of course, the runes predate humanity, so no one really knows for sure. Next up. We can't choose that one now. Is that a rune on Mother's forehead? Yes, it is. Well, you see, one who bears a rune upon their body gains the ability to harness that rune's power. The water rune grants the power of water, the wind rune the power of wind. You get the idea. So you can imagine what the Sun Rune does. That's right, the power of the sun itself. And that's what Her Majesty used on Lordlake when... That's another matter entirely. Alright, so question number 3. What are the 3 runes? Ah, you mean the Sun Rune, the Dawn Rune, and the Twilight Rune. Well, the Sun Rune is blessed, you see. It brings the Queendom of Falena prosperity. And the Dawn Rune and Twilight Rune bring the Queendom protection, or so the legends say. Unlike most runes, those 3 are each unique and incredibly powerful. Especially the Sun Rune. No other rune anywhere near here comes close. Some people even say it's one of the true runes, all born together with our world at the dawn of time. Perhaps we should leave it at that for today. If we delve too deeply into things like this, we'll end up talking forever. And you guys will get totally bored. But actually, yes, the Sun Rune, as far as I can tell, is one of the 27 true runes of Suikoden fame. So, definitely worth keeping in mind. And also keep in mind the fact that that power seduces and corrupts. Well, you notice, of course, we got that impression, at least a little bit, from Arshtot as she started kind of going crazy. So, yeah, something to bear in mind. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Your Highness. Please forgive me. Don't tell anybody what I said. Especially the Queen, because she'll smite me. Yeah, well, we'll see what comes of that later. But as we're rolling through another part of this, I will also say, I've mentioned already how much I like this music. And I really like this music in here. I don't know why necessarily, it's just really, really good. Okay, so, let's go over here. Where we have, well, let's see, the kitchens are over on the top there. But more importantly, what we have is Sialeed's room, which, well, Lady Siles always appears so bright and cheerful in public, but I can't imagine she's very happy. She's had her right to the throne taken from her, not to mention the marriage. I know it's all about the throne and avoiding conflict within the royal family, but really, the poor thing. Okay. Oh, Prince Freodor. Are you looking for Lady Siles? She just got back and went straight to bed. Do you have something urgent you need to see her about? Yep. Wake her up. Okay, not really, but let's wake her up. Eve, you really want me to wake her up? Me? That's right. But, Prince Freodor, you're going to get me in big trouble. Eek, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm afraid I couldn't carry out your orders. Lady Siles is sound asleep. I'm sorry, but not even a summons from the Queen herself would wake her at this point. Yeah, that's a little bit of humor. I just thought I'd toss it that way. Alright, so, well, we can go... At least we can find that out. Then if we go into Limslea's room, as it turns out, well... Yeah, we kind of missed her. Oopsie! Isn't Lim here? Oh no, this is awful. You must have just missed each other. Until just a little while ago, the princess was waiting here for you to visit, Prince Freodor. But she got tired of waiting and went off with Lady Miakis in search of you. Or to look for you, rather. Wow, I'm doing a great job of reading today. Could you go see if you could find her, Prince? Sure thing. So, oopsie. Okay, so, I don't think we can go through here. No, alright. So let's go around and go downstairs here. We can go to, essentially, the kitchen and guard areas. There's not really much to see here, but I at least want to show it a little bit just so that you know it's there. If we want to go to the kitchens, let's go here. Let's see, I don't know if there's any really good flavor text. Let's talk with the head chef. Can I interest you in a meal? You and Lady Siles off on that long journey. I haven't served you two in ages. Time for a royal feast. Okay, nah, nothing really interesting. Alright, so if we head out of here, go across and then down to the right, and we have the area where the Queen's Knights are. If we go down here, we meet another character. But heavens, whatever's to be done about Her Majesty's whims? Indeed, sending the prince off to the provinces for an inspection, what could she have been thinking? Don't tell me she's considering getting him involved in politics someday. Ha! Lord Godwin and Lord Borrows would never stand for that. A third player in their little tug-of-war? Not just any third player, a royal male no less. Ridiculous. And before you think, well, wait a second, keep in mind this is the queendom of Falena. The men, the princes, have no role in the government here, at least typically. Yes, a Falenan royal male. They've always been useless, waving to the crowds, that's all they're good for. Well, that and marrying off to foreigners. Seriously, the prince is as good as Deadwood. How rightly you speak, ha 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 ha.
Well, you boys look like you're having fun. If you're gonna speak your mind, you should really pay attention to where you are. You never know, some rogue knight might slip out of the guard room and come passing by. Okay?
Kyle? Yep, meet Kyle. Kyle's fun. Yeah, I think you guys will like Kyle. What are you talking about? We were just standing around having a little chat, that's all. Well, yeah, but I can't exactly ignore what you're chatting about, me being a Queen's Knight and all. You know, the part about the prince being as good as dead? What? Don't be ridiculous, we never said anything of the kind. Of course not. Not as good as dead. About as good as Deadwood, he said. Shut up, you idiot! Ah. Oh, Deadwood. Okay, well, no one's gonna care that you said that. Not even Her Majesty. Eek, Sir Kyle, no! Please, no. I'm begging you. Please. What'll it take to keep this quiet? Do a dance. No. Seriously, right now, do a dance. No, just kidding. Look, I don't want to be a tattletale. So just try not to badmouth anybody, eh? Especially right where I can hear you, which is pretty much everywhere. Yes, sir. Of course. We'll be good, we promise. Now, if you'll just excuse us. Good job, Kyle. Chase him right on off. Hey, Prince, Leon, you can come out now. Wow, they talk like that in the halls now? Yeah, I mean, this answer doesn't really matter, but let's be polite. Thank you, Kyle. Just doing my job. And hey, all that stuff they said, don't worry about it. Court's filled with those kind of losers. Spend all your time worrying about each individual one and your hair's gonna fall out. Kyle. Oh yeah, by the way, little late now, but welcome home, Your Highness, Leon. Thank you. Hey, you guys should come visit the Queen's Knight's guard room with me. Been a while, right? Yeah, sure, I'd like that. Prince, you can't. You have to go see the princess first. Oh, you're looking for the princess? In that case, you really should go to the guard room. You guys keep missing each other, right? Going back and forth? If you wait in the guard room, she's bound to find you there eventually. So let's go. Alrighty. Well, there's Kyle for you. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be a little mercenary, and we're gonna unequip Kyle's armor. Yes, I'm going to unequip pretty much all of it, except the medicine. I mean, everything else though is unique. And we're going to equip it all on the prince, because why not? Let's see, knight's full armor, go. Knight gloves, there we go. And knight boots, there we are. All right, let's see, the breath of ice, let's see, I think I want to give that to Leon. Now, the fact that I'm unequipping everything from Kyle might give you a hint, but we're not gonna be using him in battle right now. We will be later though, so fear not. All right, so let's take a look at Kyle for a second, shall we? Level 20, as with George. Kyle is an interesting character. He is a mixture of fighter and mage, as you can tell by those attack and magic stats. He will remain that way throughout the game, which pretty much means you can do just about anything you want with the guy. He's sturdy, strong, magically capable, and he is the character I was talking about earlier that you might want to play with Sword of Magic with. It's not the only thing you need to do to make him super duper powerful, but it's a start, so definitely keep that in mind with him. Alright, so our guard room is way the crap over here to the right, so let's go ahead and sneak in, shall we?
Ah, His Royal Highness. Hey.
Huh. Where's His Majesty, Ferret?
He went out through the back. He's a busy man, you know.
Never mind that. Kyle, where have you been?
Me? Nowhere. Just wanted to see the prince, that's all.
That's all? Do you always take your duty so lightly?
Your Royal Highness. Sir, you must be exhausted after your inspection of Lordlake. Actually, I should have accompanied you on your trip, but His Majesty didn't give me the order.
Of course he didn't. After all, Lordlake is your hometown, isn't it, Galleon? Ferret wouldn't make you go there. The guy's not heartless, you know.
Yes, but I have already been back there once. His Majesty needn't protect me.
But Galleon, I don't see how you could ever come to terms with it.
It's been 2 years, but the Queen still won't even let them rebuild. Man, talk about heartless.
Hold your tongue, Kyle.
Elenia?
Her Majesty imposed a suitable punishment on those traitors, plain and simple. She did what a queen has to do. And we, the Queen's Knights, have no business second-guessing her.
Yeah, that's what you say, Elenia, but...
Silence, Kyle. No matter the circumstances, the fact remains that the people of Lordlake committed treason. They must serve their penance.
I'm sorry, guys, but I think the Queen went way too far.
Kyle, how dare you disrespect our Queen! The Sun Rune is proof enough that this nation and Her Majesty have Heaven's divine blessing. It's only natural the rune's judgment would come down on anyone who dares defy Her Majesty's authority. If you ask me, I don't think Her Majesty has used the Sun Rune enough.
Yeah, right. You're starting to sound just like Lord Godwin. And on that note, I don't know if I can trust a knight who's merely a pawn of the Godwin family.
Insolent fool! You're one to talk, seeing how you're just a mouthpiece for the Barrows family.
Ridiculous. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That will be enough. Do you realize how disgracefully you're acting in front of His Royal Highness? We are terribly sorry, Your Highness. We should be protecting the royal family, not getting involved in private quarrels that might affect our duties. Kyle, especially you.
Huh? Me?
Your manner of speaking sounds like criticism of Her Majesty. You should restrain yourself a little.
That's all right, Zahak. Please, everybody, continue.
Your commandership.
Don't mind me. As you were. As you all know, Her Majesty has been troubled ever since the split between the two factions of the Senate. The Godwin faction has been gaining more and more power recently, which has caused Her Majesty much anguish. At a time like this, Her Majesty wants true loyalty from us, the Queen's Knights. Some people may believe that knights must give absolute obedience to their master. But that's not true loyalty. True loyalty means being able to speak openly about what you think is right and what you think is wrong. Of course, I'd be upset with any fool who thought he could criticize Her Majesty wherever and whenever he wanted. But at the very least, in this room, I want us to be able to express our views openly without fear of reprisal. Now, if there are any constructive opinions you'd like to share with Her Majesty, I'd be happy to pass them on for you. Understood?
Yes, sire.
Leon,
Your Majesty?
when you two have thoughts and ideas of your own, please don't be shy about sharing them with us. The Queen's Knights are known for their artistry with a blade, but they also have much wisdom and insight to impart. Be wise and heed their words.
Yes, sire.
Well, that was brisk, wasn't it? I found that this is a fairly good way to introduce the idea that there are the two warring factions in Falena, the Barrows and Godwin families. Oh, well, warring is not the best term, but they are certainly kind of at each other's throats, politically speaking anyway. And you notice George talking about the Godwins wanting to use the Sun Rune, while the Barrows group is trying to aim for foreign stability without the use of runes. Oh boy. Fun times. Alright, so let's go over into the commander's office. I don't think there's really anything to see, but we can talk to Ferret if we want. But most importantly, what we need to do, and obviously you can talk to these guys if you want, is exit.
Hey, has anybody seen my brother in here? Princess? Oh, brother! You creep! Why didn't you come see me as soon as you came home? Don't you have any idea how long I've been waiting for you? And how badly I wanted to see you, huh? Do you? Oh, come on! What kind of excuse do you have this time?
Okay. First off, meet Princess Limslia. She's it may sound like a spoiled brat at the beginning, but don't worry, she'll get better. I will also mention at this point, the choices of the dialogue that you select with Lim will influence the ending you get in the game. Specifically one portion of the ending, but it will change the ending that you get. So if you want to get the best of the best endings, you need to treat Lim's Leah properly, be polite to her and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm sorry, Lim.
Yes. Well, you know... Wait, come on, that's not fair. I can't get mad at you when you talk to me like that.
Princess, you sound pretty mad to me.
Princess! Did you find your brother? Oh, my.
Hello, Miyakis.
Well, hello. Welcome home, Prince. What's the matter now, Princess? You finally get to see your brother, and now look at you. When you let yourself get that angry, you look just like a pug-nosed tomboy, you know?
Oh boy, there she goes with that nonsense again.
Miyakis, need I remind you you're my bodyguard? You're not bad-mouthing me, are you? No, of course not. Your Highness was just imagining things. Haha, things are never dull when you're around, Lim. Hey, Pops. Oh, Father, it's you. Freador. You already came to see Father and didn't bother to come see me? How dare you? Now, don't be so hard on your brother. Freador was looking for you too, you know. But Father, I wanted to see him so bad. He's always off on some inspection or something these days. He's never around. He's probably going off somewhere again tomorrow, isn't he? Well, not exactly tomorrow. He'll be here for a while yet. Well, okay. That's good at least. But you really keep Freador busy, don't you? Where's he going next? Since he just got back, I thought I'd wait a while to tell him, but I guess it couldn't hurt to let him know. Freador, I'll be sending you to Stormfist to check on the preparations for the Sacred Games. The Sacred Games? Oh, that big fighting tournament. The one that's going to decide who my husband's going to be. That. Well, yeah. Your Majesty? Not quite on board with the idea, are you, Your Majesty? Of course not! She's far too young! But she's our nation's princess. It's her sacred duty. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, to be fair, Your Majesty wouldn't be here today if you hadn't won the last games. Hey, Freador, what about you? Would you hate it if I had a fiancé too? Of course I'd hate it. You would, huh? Anyway, I wonder who's going to win. What kind of man will the princess end up with? They're keeping the list of applicants over at the Senate. Not that I have any interest in reading it, mind you. Well, I want to see it. Don't you, Princess? I bet you do. Huh. Well, maybe I'm a little curious. Ooh, can I see? Me too, please. Then it's settled. Come on, Prince, let's go. This time, of course, it's best to choose the "let's go" option. Otherwise, Lim doesn't like it so much. Come on, let's go read about your future brother-in-law. Alright then, we're off to the Senate Hall. And we get lots of folks joining the party, including the princess. Okay, now of course we've got Miyakis as part of this, but I'm not really going to talk about Miyakis yet. Because unlike Kyle and Leon and George and others who play fairly active roles in things going forward, Miyakis isn't really going to play a role going forward for a good long while, so we're going to leave her out for now. Anyway, I heard what you were saying. Sounds like fun. Oh, hey, how's it going, Sialeeds? Oh, Lady Sialeeds, welcome back. Oh, Aunt Sialeeds. Huh? I thought you were asleep in your room. Oh, I was. Off in dreamland in my nice, warm, comfy bed. And then all of a sudden... Where's Freador? That was you, wasn't it, Lim? Miyakis? You completely woke me up. The princess woke Lady Sialeeds? Wow. Yeah, wow is right. Lady Sialeeds, let me clarify things. The princess was the one doing all the shouting. I was just there. Hey, Miyakis! What? It's true? Why, you... Well, isn't it kind of your fault, Aunt Sialeeds? Sleeping in the middle of the day like that? Freador, Leon and George just got back too, but you don't see them just lying around. Maybe your age is catching up with you? Oh, burn. Lim, your Auntie Sialeeds couldn't hear you so well just now. Could you please repeat what you just said? Eek! Freador, Aunt Sialeeds is scaring me. Ha! Alright, that's enough, Auntie. You never change. You're always so lenient with that sister of yours. Don't worry, I'm on your side, Lady Sialeeds. Of course, I'm on the princess's side, too. Can't you pick just one? Come on, you're both so beautiful. Well, cute in your case, but how could I possibly choose? Kyle, do you have plans to grow up anytime soon? Anyway, forget it. I'm awake now whether I like it or not. You guys are going to the Senate Hall to see the list of applicants for the Sacred Games, right? I'll go with you. Nothing better than a day out with all these beautiful ladies and cute girls. Am I right, Prince? Less talking, more walking. Let's move it. Alrighty, so, well, we got ourselves a full party at this rate, geez. Okay, almost a full party. You can have 6 members of your party in Suikoden 5, unlike the previous game Suikoden 4, where you can only have 4 members in your party. Yeah, I like 6 better. That's just me, though. Anyway, next on Suikoden 5, we are going to head out into Sulfalena proper and see if we can check out who's going to be competing for Lim's affections in the Sacred Games. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.